Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, we are right in front of one of the mini Orlando lakes here. We are at Brinson Park today, and we're going to be going around. We're going to see what this has to offer. It's apparently like a great fishing spot, which is dope. We're not here for fish, we're here for Pokemon. And a brand new event has started today with the release of Ribombee, which is going to be cool. We'll talk about it once we find one. And also lots of costumes with Cherry Blossom, Pikachu, and Eevee, as well as I think Flower Crown. I think a couple Flower Crown Pokemon have returned as well. And then there's, of course, a collection challenge featuring, pink and bunny Pokemon. So, a low-key Easter event, like a spring into spring. Oh yeah, that is what it is. Spring into spring event, collection challenge. Yeah, so we are going to basically just go around the lake. I'm going to take some B-roll. Once we find a Ribombee, we'll check back in. Alright, so we're still on the lakefront, but I've learned that this is Lake Tohopekaliga. But this whole place is the Kissimmee Lakefront Park, I suppose. Because there's the Brinson Park where we were at, and then we're actually coming up on another park right after this. That looks pretty massive by the look of it on Pokemon Go. But, yeah, I think this is one of the things I love about Orlando, actually, is just so many places to explore. I don't know where the camera went on that. So many places to explore in Orlando, it's absolutely nuts. But once we get to a place with some shade, I do want to talk about just future of the channel, stuff like that. Nothing's really gonna change here. Spoilers. But let's find shade and maybe a Ribombee. Alright, so we are at the proper lakefront park now with our first Cutiefly, the pre-evolution to Ribombee. And we're going to Silver Pineapple this. I know they're around because I see a whole bunch of them as shadows on the map. And I know I saw like a couple earlier today, but I didn't have my camera with me yet. But this is going to be our first one, and I don't think they're going to be too hard to find, but let's go. Cutiefly registered to the Pokedex. Let's go. And only 50 candies, which is super dope. We are actually going to get somewhere a little less just in the middle of a field and more scenic. And then we're going to break down all the stats and talk about what I said we were going to talk about. I think lighthouse in the background is scenic enough. Uh, Cutiefly in Pokemon Go, bug and fairy type Pokemon. Gonna max out at level 50 at 1004 CP. It's not gonna be really useful for anything besides some great AR photos, because this guy, super photogenic. Plus the shiny on this thing, forget about it. But Ribombee brings some interesting play, being that it does max out at level 50 at 2488. So 100% is good enough for the Ultra League without needing to find like weird stats. So that's kind of dope. The stat spread though, 198, 146, 155 means it's not going to be amazing for anything, but maybe some like interesting like cups in the future for Go Battle League or for Silph Arena. Considering since it matches out at 2488, you can obviously go under to 1500. Moveset on this thing, it gets Fairy Wind and Struggle Bug. So Fairy Wind is nice, and then Bug Buzz and Dazzling Gleam for its charge moves. So a really basic set, but very cool. You know, it gets Bug and Fairy moves. So stab on both of its dual typings. So that's really cool. And it gets an interesting, play of resistances, and weaknesses are, it's a bug type. So this could be like an interesting bug type for Ultra League that isn't 4 times weak to fire. So that's Ribombee. Ribombee again is also very good for AR photographs, and it's shiny also, showing that same color scheme. It's a great shiny. Probably coming out next year or in 3 years, who knows. But I did actually just get my golden Alola badge, which is super dope, with my first Cutiefly right after that clip. That popped up. Kind of sad I missed it on camera, but very cool. Now, let's talk about the changes in Pokemon Go and how it's going to affect the channel. It's not going to affect my channel. Being that I'm not like a person who does like raid challenges or anything like that, it might like hamper me a little bit in terms of like grinding for level 50 Pokemon, such as the next time. So I got a lucky trade, right? Finally, my first one since being in Orlando, and it turned out to be this shiny Kyogre, and it is a 90, wait for it, 8%. So 183 Kyogre candies. Without remote raids, that means I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. But I actually like the old-fashioned way better. It provided me with lots of entertainment, lots of great moments, and moments that I will never forget, like the Latios raid train. Now, things like Kartana, though, the Kartana I would never have been able to level 50 max without remote raids. So there's like some but that was all stuff done off camera, right? So it's not going to affect the channel at all. We're going to be going on adventures. We're going to go all around Orlando. We're going to go north and south and east and west. And I'm excited for all the adventures to come. I was actually sick for about a week and a half, which is why a lot of like things slowed down on the channel. But I'm feeling much better now. As you can tell, I'm out and about and racing around on my skateboard. So I'm having a blast. And if we go into our recents, let's go ahead and check out any shinies that we got. We got a Corphish and another shiny Pidove. I get shiny Pidove off camera an unnecessary, just a ridiculous amount of, watch, Pidove, right? And show evolutionary line. I have the whole family now, with a male and female variant of Unpheasant. So yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for things to come. I'm gonna be going around, skating around everywhere, and there's so many stops here and whatnot. Like, that's a lot of XP just here. So I'm just gonna go around, spin all these stops, grind some Cutiefly, hopefully. God, that was a huge fish. Holy shnikes. I don't think that's a fish. I don't think that's a fish. That's not a fish. Yo! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That is an alligator. That is an alligator. Oh my god. Oh my god. was like, yeah, that's a big fish, all right. That's an alligator. Yo, that thing is massive. Oh my goodness. So the camera actually died. Yo, I zoom out and you can still see it. That's how big that thing is. Where's the sun? I've never seen an alligator that big in the wild before. That is absolutely insane. That is some next level Florida stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to Pokemon Go now and stay away from the water. Alright, so we did end up getting enough candies to go ahead and evolve one of our Cutiefly, and we made it back over to this side of Lakefront Park. I just had my smoothie from one of the little like vendors here. Very good, but also very cold. And I'm like choking. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and evolve one of our Cutiefly. This one just happens to have like the highest IVs. I think it's only a 2-star, but a Pokedex entry is a Pokedex entry, and I am super excited. Let's go Ribombee. Very cool. And then I might actually take an AR photo of this somewhere. Not sure though. But very cool. I am so excited to go ahead and have Ribombee added to the decks. Awesome. Fairy Wind and Dazzling Gleam. Nice. And that is going to be it for today's episode. If you did like it, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.